DC, you could have had Grant Gustin. You could have had Grant Gustin as the Flash of the movies. I don't think anybody would have complained. That could have solved all your problems. Would have been a $1 billion movie. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Anyway, I'm just kidding, sort of. So the Flash movie continues to shock everyone with just how this all went down. There's some people saying they're not shocked at all. They knew it was going to be a flop. They knew it was going to be a failure. Some people are like, well, the movie's not that bad. Why is it underperforming? There's just no one can figure out exactly what's happening with the Flash. I have my own theories, but that's not what this video is about. It looks like the Flash could end up being, based on at least one analyst numbers, it could be the biggest financial failure that Warner Brothers, the studio, has ever had in the history of the studio. Now, we're going to look at those numbers in a second, but just for, clarity, I wanted to post what is official here right now from Box Office Mojo, from the actual box office. It's skating around the 100 million domestic, which I think I saw somebody say it had crossed 100 million, but it looks like it's not updated here. Either way, I'm kind of shocked that it got there. I wasn't sure if it was going to make it. But we're at 245 worldwide, and 300 could happen. We have another weekend before we have to, we have the digital streaming release. So we could see that. I don't know if it will. I don't know if it really matters at this point. I mean, I guess if you're counting like nickels and dimes, maybe it does. Anyway, it says The Flash may become Warner Brothers' greatest failure. It says here, box office analyst Luis Fernando recently observed that if The Flash's poor performance keeps up, it would lead the film to lose Warner Brothers more than 200 million, which is massive. Fernando mentioned that The Flash's hefty 150 million promotion budget may not even be recouped by box office earnings, and Warner Brothers would have lost less money releasing it on Max or not releasing it at all. That's wild, because this is something that we as fans talked about a lot before the movie came out, whether or not it would be more profitable for them to put it on Max. And we kept saying, no, there's no way. They're definitely going to make more money in the theaters with this movie. A lot of us were wrong. That doesn't seem to be the case. So maybe putting it on Max and just letting it go away would have been the better option at this point. This is why Batgirl disappeared, because they thought they could make more money from writing off Batgirl. But here we are. Due to the global pandemic and Warner Brothers' decision to release all of its films day and date in theaters and on HBO Max, several recent films have been big losers for the studios. And we're going to talk here about a couple more DC properties. It says, directly impacted by COVID-19, Wonder Woman 1984 lost an estimated 137 million, while its DC counterpart, The Suicide Squad, which was met with great critical reception, lost 120 million. There's some other movies here. We'll talk about those in a second. But here we go. Not adjusting for inflation, here's a better look at how The Flash's potential loss would stack up against other WB flops. The Flash, 200 million estimated. It's still got a little bit of time left in the theater, so we'll see what happens there. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, 153.2 million. Wonder Woman 1984 was 137 million. The Matrix Resurrections was 130 million. Jupiter Ascending was 120 million. Suicide Squad was 120, and Space Jam: A New Legacy was 111. And it says it's a painful reality for a company that was confident this would be a hit after two lukewarm performances by Black Adam and Shazam: Fury of the Gods. So this could end up being such a massive loss for Warner Brothers that it doesn't even, other films don't even compare. I mean, we're talking about a 40 million difference between this and the next movie that was considered a huge loss for Warner Brothers. And again, we can try and figure out what the reason for that is. Is it, Ezra Miller being the lead? Was it promotional stuff not working out the way they wanted? Because, they didn't have, Ezra go out and promote the film because they didn't want them, I guess, getting questioned about all the controversy. That was a big problem. Michael Keaton was filming other stuff. He wasn't available to do a lot of promotion. Sasha was doing promotion, but a lot of her stuff wasn't reaching the levels of like the lead characters in the film. So yeah, I mean, just when you have your two biggest names unable to actually promote the product, it doesn't matter how much money you pump into it. Clearly there was an issue with it, and it seems to me like it's going to be, it looks bad for the studio, but we'll have to see where it goes from there. Do you have any theories about this? What are your thoughts? Why do you think this movie is underperforming? And just let me know in the comments. I'm working on a video now where I'm talking about why I think so many movies are having issues right now, and this is going to be one of the movies I talk about. But I want to know what you guys think about it. So let me know in the comments below what you think about all of this. Do you think The Flash has another solid weekend? It's going to maybe make 35 to 40 million between now and next weekend, which is really the last push the film has? Or do you think it's going to go down in history as being the biggest financial failure that Warner Brothers has ever made? Let me know in the comments below. That's it. Hit subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.